Robin, the teen wonder. Tim Drake always loved two things: the circus and the thought of being Robin the teen wonder, sidekick to the Dark Knight, Batman. Little did he realize that when he attended a circus performance as a child, he would witness an event that would one day make this a reality. What Tim saw was the famous trapeze act, the Flying Graysons. Decimated as the two adults plunged to their deaths, leaving the third member, their son, Dick Grayson, an orphan. The accident was caused by sabotage, but nothing could be proved conclusively at the time. Some time later, Tim watched a TV report of Batman and his partner, believed to have been Robin, apprehending the Penguin, and noticed the popularly named Boy Wonder execute a move he instantly recognized as a quadruple somersault. This rare maneuver was a trademark speciality of the Flying Graysons. His curiosity piqued, Tim investigated further and discovered that multimillionaire Bruce Wayne had taken Dick Grayson under his wing as his legal ward. Using his natural analytical skills, Tim quickly deduced that if Dick Grayson was Robin, then it followed that Wayne was Batman. Armed with this important information, Tim began to follow the careers of the dynamic duo with an intense interest. He watched as Dick became Nightwing and was replaced by Jason Todd as Robin. After Jason's death at the hands of the Joker, Tim became concerned that Batman was growing more violent and reckless, and needed a new Robin to restore his balance and focus. He tried to convince Dick Grayson to become Robin once more, but Dick would only partner Batman again as Nightwing. Unsatisfied with this decision, Tim enlisted the help of Alfred Pennyworth, Bruce Wayne's faithful butler. Taking the Robin costume from the Batcave, Tim proved to be of invaluable help to Batman and Nightwing in the capture of Two-Face. Impressed with the young lad's strength and determination, Batman finally relented and accepted that Tim Drake would make an excellent Robin. But not before some intense training sessions to prepare the youth for the rigors of hero life. Clad in his new red and green uniform, Robin set out on a global journey to obtain a greater level of training than he would get from Batman alone. The training of experience. He traveled the world, learning martial arts skills and battling organized crime. In the process, he became proficient with a bow staff and honed his ever-growing detective skills. His biggest trial during this period came at the hands of King Snake, a crime boss who hoped to unleash a plague on mankind that would destroy humanity. Aided by Lady Shiva and a secret agent named Rawlins, Robin stopped King Snake from releasing the virus. Ignoring Shiva's orders, he refused to kill King Snake. Unlike his predecessors, Tim was not an orphan. Prior to becoming Robin, he lived with his father, Jack Drake. Sadly, Tim was soon to learn the dangers of being a hero, as his close relatives, Jack and Janet, Tim's mother, were kidnapped and poisoned by an enemy named the Aubert Man. Janet died, and Jack was left comatose. When he awoke from this coma, he was paralyzed. After learning of his wife's murder and his new handicap, Jack became even more reliant on having his son reliant. This only added to the difficulties Tim was having in balancing his personal life and his career as Robin, especially since Jack didn't know about his son's dual identity. Jack eventually regained the use of his legs, thanks to help of a physical therapist named Dana, whom he later married. With a new relationship in his life, he no longer tried to control Tim as much, but rather focused on his own life and relationships, remaining oblivious to Tim's career as Robin. Ironically, Jack's new marriage and more relaxed parenting style helped father and son become closer together than they had been before. Tim loved his father dearly, but knew that for Jack's protection, he had to keep his identity a secret. As if parent problems weren't enough, Tim, like most teenage boys, also experienced girl trouble. After fending off the amorous advances of a beautiful Russian named Ariana Dzurchenko, he experienced his first true love with Stephanie Brown, the daughter of Robin's nemesis, the Clue Master. Stephanie and Tim had a lot in common. They were both teenagers with a passion for crime fighting. Stephanie was actually the masked hero known as the Spoiler. She and Robin had fallen for each other and grew very close. Stephanie revealed that she was pregnant with another man's child, but that relationship had ended. Robin helped deliver her baby, whom Stephanie gave up for adoption. This experience helped unite the young lovers, as they now shared a unique bond. The Spoiler was not the only teenage hero in Robin's life. Tim helped form Young Justice, a team of heroes his own age. Team members included Connor Kent, the young clone of Superman, and Bart Allen, a descendant of the Flash, known as Impulse. They were eventually joined by Wonder Girl, Arrowette, Lil Lobo, and several others, including Red Tornado, a former Justice Leaguer and their adult advisor. Robin served as team leader for a time, but after an incident that led to his friends being captured and tortured, he quit the team. Upon his return, he discovered that KsMr, better known as Wonder Girl, had been voted in as the new leader of Young Justice. That was fine with Robin, who just wanted to be a part of the team. Rumors of betrayal and constant battles in their ranks tested Young Justice to their breaking point. The murder of Donna Troy, the original Wonder Girl, finally split up the team, who were heartbroken at their inability to save Donna in time. Robin, his confidence severely shaken, returned to Gotham. Tim's father eventually learned that his son was Robin, and forbade him from continuing his crime-fighting career. Stephanie Brown briefly took on the role as Robin, until Batman grew frustrated with her constant insubordination. Angry, Stephanie lashed out against Batman, and unwittingly started a large-scale gang war in Gotham. She was captured and killed by the gang leader Black Mask. With Gotham in total chaos, Tim convinced his father to allow him to resume his role as Robin. Back in action, Tim played an integral part in putting an end to the gang war that plagued the city. His relationship with his father, however, would never be the same. Jack constantly worried about Tim's safety when he was out at night. Ironically, it was Jack who was murdered a short time later by Captain Boomerang, an old villain of the Flash's. A dying Jack managed to kill Boomerang as he fell to the ground, but Tim arrived too late to save his father. Bruce Wayne offered to adopt Tim in the aftermath of his father's murder, but Tim was uncertain. He didn't want to replace his father so quickly. Despite everything, Tim survived and went on to help form another team of teenage heroes. Under the direction of the original Teen Titans Cyborg, Beast Boy and Starfire, a new group of Teen Titans were assembled. Former Young Justice members Connor Kent, Wonder Girl, and Impulse, now known as Kid Flash, joined with Robin once more to battle evil. Though Cyborg was the actual leader of the team, Tim was viewed as the most influential member, at least in the eyes of his contemporaries. He felt a special connection to Connor Kent and Bart Allen. They had been the founding members of Young Justice and shared an unbreakable bond as Titans. These new Teen Titans worked well together, battling foes such as Deathstroke and Dr. Light. During the cosmic crisis that tore the entire galaxy apart, Robin and the Titans fought the evil Superman Prime. Tim was grief-stricken to later learn that Connor Kent, his best friend, had sacrificed his life to save the universe. Desperate to restore Connor to life, Tim tried cloning his friend, but was not successful. In Connor's honor, he changed his uniform from its traditional red and green design to red and black, the colors Connor wore as a Titan. Tim missed his friend and turned to his longtime ally, Wonder Girl, for support. He and Cassie began a romantic relationship that continues to this present. In the aftermath of the crisis, Robin learned Batman and Nightwing as they traveled the world to regain their fortress and joined them. Robin eventually returned to Gotham ahead of his friends and reformed a new group of Titans. His primary focus during this period was determining what happened to the missing Batgirl. During his investigations, he encountered Lady Shiva, who had helped train him on his worldwide adventure years ago, and learned that Batgirl had joined Shiva's League of Assassins. This led to a series of fights between Batgirl and Robin before Batgirl realized she was fighting on the wrong side and joined the newest incarnation of the Titans. Tim was also forced to face the death of another friend during this period, as Flash was killed by a large group of his enemies. Having lost his parents, Stephanie, Connor, and now Bart, Tim began to feel very alone. Bruce Wayne once again offered to adopt him to give him a family and a sense of belonging in the world. Tim accepted the offer and legally became Bruce Wayne's son, as well as Batman's sidekick. With this new sense of stability, Robin felt a renewed determination to work closely with Batman and his fellow heroes. News spread that one of Batman's most lethal foes was back from the dead, and as the Dark Knight raced to learn the truth about the return of Ra's al Ghul, Robin was by his side, ready to help his mentor and adoptive father in any way he could. As the leader of the Teen Titans and Batman's most trusted ally, Robin has proved that he is among the greatest heroes in the DC universe. He continues to lead his team in battles against the likes of Deathstroke and supported his fellow Gotham-based heroes during the resurrection of Ra's al Ghul. No one is more loyal to his cause or his friends than the young man known as the Teen Wonder. For Robin, being a hero isn't just a job or an obligation. It's the culmination of a lifelong ambition. Tim Drake wouldn't have it any other way.